Hi guys, this is Vineet and I welcome you to this video. Today's video topic is backup devices in SQL Server, and this is the part 2 of this video series. So before we proceed ahead, I would request you guys to please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. There's a subscribe button coming below this video. Click on that subscribe button. It will give you a bell icon. Click on that bell icon. Select all notifications to get notifications regarding all my future and upcoming videos, including the videos that I'm releasing on this series, the backup devices. There would be maybe one or two more parts for this video series. So let's see how much videos it will take to cover the backup devices topic. If you haven't watched the part 1 of this video, I would highly recommend please go ahead and do so right away. So please watch part 1 of this video before watching part 2. So guys, I hope you must have subscribed by now. Let me give you 5 seconds so that you can subscribe. I'm waiting guys, please go ahead and subscribe right away. So guys, I hope you must have subscribed by now. So if yes, then let's proceed ahead. There are some points to remember while watching this video. Please watch this video till the end to gain better clarity of the concept. And if it's possible for you, please watch this video twice or as many times as you like until the concept gets clear to you. We would suggest you to perform any exercises in your test and lab environments only. Do not touch any production environment or production databases. And we would like to know your thoughts regarding our videos. So please do share in your comments, feedback and suggestions. We eagerly wait for your comments and would love to read the same. So do post in your comments guys. Next, we have created some playlist for you to watch. The reason we have created playlist is because we feel that playlists are best way to learn about any particular area. And we have following playlist present over here. So we have SQL Server database design, SQL Server tables, business continuity, SQL Server indexes, SQL Server performance tuning, SQL Server integration services. So guys, let me show you these playlists. I have a channel page on which these playlists are available. The link is given over here. It's youtube.com/@master data science with Vineet. Let me show you briefly my channel page. So this is my channel page guys. Here you can search for any of the videos. For example, if you want to search on videos related to backup, you can type in backup keyword over here on the search bar and press enter. It will show you backup videos, all the backup videos that I have created regarding the backup topic. And you can check out these videos from here. Apart from that, on the home page, there are various sections. For you section is specifically categorized for you, and it basically shows videos as per your likings and tastes. And second section is for videos, which shows the descending order sorted playlist for the video posted on our channel. So the recent video that was posted on our channel was backup devices in SQL Server part 1, and this is part 2 of that series. And apart from that, we have a popular videos section where you can find the videos which are popular on my channel, have most of the views. And just below the popular videos area, you will find the created playlist area. So if you go to this area, you will find all the playlists over here, starting with the Transact SQL, SQL Server tables, integration services, performance tuning indexes, database design, business continuity, T-SQL. These are some of our main playlist. And basically, if we talk about this video pertains to the SQL Server business continuity category. So this is the category where this video belongs, and this playlist has around 53 videos. So basically, the reason we create playlist for you is because we feel that playlist is the best way to learn. So if you want to learn about the topic like business continuity, if you want to learn about, what you can do is you can come to my channel page, go to this SQL Server business continuity full playlist. There's a full playlist link just below that playlist. Click on that link and it will open up a playlist for you. And on the right hand side, you will see a list of videos. So the best way to learn about the business continuity area is to start from the first video and go till the last video. And this is basically a sorted list, so it would be easier for you to learn the topic step by step. So far these days I'm covering videos on the backup and restore area. So once that area is done, I will start with always on availability groups, which is a part of high availability in SQL Server. So let's cover off the backup and restore section first. And yeah, I've shown you the playlist. Now let me go back to slides. So I've just shown you my channel page link. So apart from page link, apart from my channel page link, I have topmate.io pages for the guys who want to basically do coaching on SQL Server. So these are basically one-to-one sessions I have created. It's not a group session, so all the coachings will be individual one-to-one. So you can go to this topmate.io links to check out the coaching availability, and you can book a slot with me so that we can discuss SQL Server over the coaching period. And there's also a group of sessions, which is 30 sessions, which you can purchase. This would be a little bit cheaper than a single session. And basically, apart from having coaching sessions, we can now also have discussions on some of the SQL Server topics if you want. For that, also, you need to book one-on-one session with me. Once you book the session, I will take a one-on-one meeting with you, possibly over the Google Meet. And once we have a meeting on Google Meet, yeah, we will discuss the topics or whatever you want to learn, and that's how the coaching goes. And yeah, that's it. And it would be better if you can purchase the package of 30 sessions. And this will be totally one-to-one sessions, so total attention will be given to you, not to anyone else. And I will answer all your questions. I will try to answer all your questions during these sessions. So let's come back to today's topic, which is backup devices in SQL Server. This is part 2 of this video series. Opening up the OneNote notebook, and in the previous video we had covered till demo 4, and we have basically talked about the disk devices. In this video we will start off with tape devices today. Tape devices are another set of devices where we can store the backups. So support for tape devices will be removed in the future versions of SQL Server. So it's advisable not to use the tapes because in future you won't see any support for the tape devices. Instead, these days we store data on the SSD devices, which are quite fast. And basically we would recommend avoiding these feature in the new development work. And basically you should plan to modify any existing applications that are currently using this feature. Backing up SQL Server data to tape devices require that the tape drive or drives be supported by Microsoft Windows operating system. So you should have tape drives or drives that are supported by the Microsoft Windows operating system in case you want to take backups into the tapes. And additionally, for a given tape drive, a recommendation is to only use the tapes recommended by the drive manufacturer. So this is another recommendation. So in case you are using a tape drive from a particular vendor, we would suggest you to use the same tapes provided by that vendor on that particular drive. Now, when a tape drive is used, a backup operation may fill one tape and continue into another tape. So yeah, once the one tape gets filled, you need to continue on with the other tape. All right. So backup operation needs to continue with the other tape once one particular tape drive fills. Tape fills basically. And each tape contains a media header. So if we talk about each and individual tape, it contains a particular media header. And the first media used here is called the initial tape. So whatever is the first tape media we use, it's called the initial tape, and each successive tape is known as the continuation tape. And it has a media sequence number that is one higher than the previous tape. So tape devices are used like the disk devices with the following exceptions. So basically the tape devices are similar to your disk devices, but it has some exceptions. So the tape devices must be connected physically to the computer that is running the instance of the SQL Server. So any of your tape drives must be physically connected to the particular computer on which you are taking the backup, or the computer on which you are running the instance of the SQL Server. The tape drive must be physically connected to that system or computer. And backing up to a remote tape devices is not supported at all. We cannot take backup to a remote tape drive or remote tape. This is not supported at all. And if the tape backup device is filled during the backup operation, but more data is still to be written, SQL Server prompts for a new tape and continues the backup operation after a new tape is loaded. Let me take you through some of the demos. There are two demos basically. And in these demos, I will basically show you the structure on how you specify the backup to be taken on the tape devices. So first demo is how to specify a backup tape using the physical name. So this will be demo 1. So let me mark it as demo 1. So it is how to specify a backup tape using its physical name. Here I will show you the syntax. And demo 2 is basically related to. Here we will talk about the tape specific backup and restore options, unload, no load options, or rewind, no rewind options. Alright, so let me take you to SQL Server and show you how you can specify the syntax to take a backup on the tape drive. Okay guys, SQL Server is invoked and let me connect to the default instance of SQL Server and let's trigger a new query. Here I'm showing you the syntax to backup any of the sample databases. Let's take my AdventureWorks over here. So the syntax would be the backup log. So here I'm taking the backup of the log file, not the database. So in order to take the log backup, you specify backup log statement and you need to specify the database for which you want to take the log backup. So in my case, I'm taking my AdventureWorks as the database for which I want to take the log backup. So once you specify the database name, you need to specify where you want to take that backup. So I'm taking this backup to a tape. So you need to specify the to tape clause and provides equal to sign, and then you need to specify the tape device details. So it is specified like this for the first device. You specify the details like this, and similarly for the next step, you need to specify like this. So this is the basic syntax and structure on how you can take a backup on the tape device. And let's discuss on some of the options related to taking backup on the tape devices. To basically facilitate the tape management, the backup statement provides the following tape specific options. You can use the with clause to specify the option. So one of the options could be no unload. So either of these two options you can use. So first one is unload and second one is the no unload. This is the correct option, no unload and unload. And basically you can control whether a backup tape is unloaded automatically. So if you want to unload the backup tape automatically, you will specify options like this with unload in case you want the backup tape to get unloaded automatically from the tape drive after the backup or restore operation completes. So once your backup and restore operation completes, and at that point if you want to unload that particular tape, you can specify this option. Alright, similarly if we use no unload, it will not unload the tape. Alright, and the other set of options are rewind and no rewind. So let's talk about rewind over here. So basically if we talk about this operation, whenever your tape gets filled, right, during the backup or restore operation, in case your tape gets filled. So this option basically tells SQL Server in case that tape gets filled during the backup and restore operation, whether it should rewind the tape altogether and take the header to the beginning. The default behavior is to rewind the tape. So if we don't specify the option, the default behavior is to rewind the tape. Otherwise, if you don't want to rewind the tape, if you want to override the default option, you can use the no rewind option. In this case, whenever during the backup and restore operation, in case your tape gets filled, SQL Server will not rewind the tape if you use the no rewind option. Alright, so guys, we are done with these two demos. Basically, we have discussed the options. We have shown you how you can specify the syntax. We have talked about the no unload and unload statements and the rewind and no rewind options. Now let's go to next topic, which is logical backup device. If we talk about the logical backup device, it's a user-defined name that points to a physical backup device. So basically we create a user-defined name for a physical backup device, and that name is called a logical backup device. This backup devices can be a disk, file, or a tape drive. And if we talk about defining the logical backup device, it involves assigning a logical name to a physical device that we have already discussed. And the logical device name must be unique among all the logical backup devices on the server instance. So your logical backup device name should be unique. And to view the existing logical device names, you can query this system catalog view. So let's query this sys.backup devices system catalog view quickly. So now to do that, you need to do select star from sys.backup devices. So this is the system catalog view which you can query to see whatever user defined name created for the backup devices. So if I query this table, I don't see any user defined backup devices. So earlier also as well, I had discussed about this topic, right? And if I take you back over here on my channel page, so type here logical backup device. You will see my earlier videos as well on this topic. So here are the videos where I shown you how you can define a logical backup device for a disk file and how you can view the properties and contents of a logical backup device in SQL Server. So these two videos are important. You can watch out these. Now let me take you back. So we talked about logical backup device. It's a name given to actual physical device basically. And we have shown you how you can query the sys.backup devices catalog view to see if any existing names are defined. So far we don't see any names over here, right? So we have not defined any logical device names or logical backup device names. And this view basically displays the name of each logical backup device and describes the type and physical file name or path of the corresponding physical backup device. So the column it has is name, and the first column shows the name of the logical backup device, and the second column shows its type description, and the physical name column shows the name of the actual physical device. And these are basically, this table contains the mapping of a logical backup device name to a physical backup device name. So guys, you can already watch my videos that I had created if you want to get a gist of how to define a logical backup device and how to view the properties of content of the logical backup device. You can check out these videos, but yeah, still let me go ahead and show you how you can define a logical backup device for a disk file. Give me a few minutes. So in order to define a logical backup device, let me take you to SQL Server and let's create a logical backup device. Let's trigger a new query against the my AdventureWorks database. And in order to create a device, the logical backup device, you use the stored procedure. So you need to use the execute statement. The stored procedure is sp underscore add dump device is a stored procedure. Let's see, add dump device. So this is the stored procedure you need to use, and you need to specify the device type. Here we are using a disk device, so specify the type over here. So you can see it's highlighted in black color. It is asking for a device type, dev type. So here we are using disk device and put a comma, specify the next option, which is the logical name or system name. So let's define our own logical name. Let's take my disk dump as the logical name for this device. And finally, you specify the actual physical device name. So in case if we want to take any particular file, you need to specify here over here. So let's take backup and let's specify a file, maybe dump1.back. So if we use this physical backup device name, any of the backup taken will go to this particular file. All right. So let's quickly create this. Let's create this logical backup device quickly. Let's execute the statement. So the logical backup device is created successfully. And if we query this particular system catalog view now, if we execute it, we see entry over here. So this is the name of the logical backup device and type is to, which is disk, and the physical name basically it refers to the physical device where your backup will get stored. And in order to use these names, so for example, if we want to take the backup in this particular file dev1.backup, we can use this logical backup device name. So let me show you the syntax how you can use that. So in order to do that, you can do the backup database statement. So let's take a backup of the database. In our case, let's take the database backup of my AdventureWorks database. Specify the name of the database here, my AdventureWorks, and you can write the to statement after that and specify the name of the device. So in case it's my disk dump, let me copy that over from here and paste it over here. And if you run this statement, it will take backup in dump1.backup file. and this particular location is referred to by this logical backup device name. All right, so you can take backup like this. So this is how you can use the this is how you can define the logical backup device for our disk file, right? So first example was this is how you can specify a logical backup device for a disk file, and the second command we have shown you is how you can actually use that logical backup device to take backups. So we are done with both the demos, guys, and let's move ahead. And basically, if we talk about the advantages of using the logical backup device, is that it's simpler to use than a longer path. So here also, instead of using this longer path, I've just used the logical device name. So it basically provides us an advantage of using the logical backup device that is simpler to use than typing in the full path where you want to take the backup. And using a logical backup device can help if you plan to write a series of backups to the same path or to a same tape device. All right. So backups. So let me discuss this section again. So one of the advantage of using the logical backup device is that it's simpler to use than using a longer path. And a backup script can be created or written to use a particular logical backup device. This lets you switch to a new physical backup device without updating the script. So this is useful in the situation where you have to use scripts to take a backup, right? And in those script you can just use the logical name, and in the background you can anytime change the physical device. So switching involves the following process basically. So if you want to do this type of switching where you want to replace the actual physical device, then in that case what you need to do, you need to drop the original logical backup device first, and you can define a new logical backup device that uses the original logical device. So we will create a new logical backup device with the same name as whatever we had deleted previously. We can use the same name, but this time it will map to a different physical backup device. So this is the way you can map the old logical backup device to a new actual physical device. And there's no modifications required to the script, because in this case your script is using just the logical device name. But yeah, in the background for switching you need to follow this process. If you want to replace a physical device with a new one, you need to perform these two steps. Now let's talk a little bit about the mirrored backup media sets. So if we talk about mirroring of backup media sets, it reduces the effect of backup device malfunctions. Mirroring provides us an advantage. Basically, it reduces the effect of backup device malfunction. So sometimes during taking backups, our backup devices can malfunction. And these malfunctions are specifically serious because backups are the last line of defense against the data loss. So any kind of malfunctions of devices is a serious situation, because backup is a last resort through which we can restore our data. Now, as the sizes of the database grow, the probability of this failure increases. We are talking about the failure of a backup device or backup device malfunction, or media will make a backup non-readable. So both the possibilities are there. In case the size of the database is grow, there is more probability of a device failure, or basically the backup corruption on the media, or media will make a backup non-readable. So mirroring the backup media increases the reliability of the backups by providing redundancy for the physical backup device. So mirroring process is useful in that, where more than one copies of the backup are taken, and it provides us redundancy in case of failure, so that we can use the alternate copy of the backup in case one of the device gets malfunction. Now let's talk about practices of archiving the SQL Server backups. And basically our recommendation is to use the file system backup utility to take the backups or to archive the disk backups. So one thing is to take the backups, and second item is to archive the backups. So you can use the file system backup utility to archive any disk based backups, whatever backups that you store in the archive offsite. So let's see if we have any backup utility in Windows. Let's try to use the backup utility. So we have like Windows backup, which we can use to take backup of any of the system files, right? And we can use basically this file system utility to take the archives of the disk backup and store it to any offsite location. And using disk has the advantage that you use the network to write the archive backups onto an offsite disk. So if we have archive backup somewhere offsite, we can map that archive location as a network drive to our system, and we can use those backups to restore the data to the offsite disk. Both we can take backup, both we can use the offsite location to restore the backups as well. So both options are available. Now there's also an option to of Azure Blob Storage where you can store the backups. Azure Blob Storage can be used for offsite archival option where you can store the archives of your backups. You can either upload your disk backups or directly write the backups to Azure Blob Storage. So both are the option. You can, if you have already taken the backups, you can upload those backups to your Azure Blob Storage, or SQL Server also gives you option to directly write your backups to the Azure Blob Storage. Now, another common archiving approach is to write SQL Server backups to the local backup disk, archive them to tape disk, and then store the tapes offsite. So this is one of the other options. The gist is basically to store the backups to the offsite location. So that's basically the purpose of archiving the SQL Server backups, so that they should be available in the event of disaster. So guys, we are done with this topic, and this is the last part of this video series, which is basically part 2. And in today's video, we have started off with the discussion on tape devices. We have shown you 2 demos over here, and we have talked about the logical backup device. And apart from that, we have talked about how you can replace the actual physical device in case you are using a logical backup device. And we have also discussed 2 demos on how to define a logical backup device for a disk file, and how you can use that logical backup device to take the backups. We have shown you syntax for that. And then we have talked about the mirrored backup media sets. What are they basically, and what are their advantages? And finally, we have talked about archiving of SQL Server backups. We have talked about storing the SQL Server backups to the offsite location. Basically, these are archives. Backups are archives, and we store these archives to the offsite location. So guys, I hope you like this video. In case you like this video, please hit on the like button below this video. If you have already hit the like button, there must be subscribe button just near to that. Please hit on that subscribe button. It will give you a bell icon. Click on that bell icon, select all notifications to get notifications regarding my future and upcoming videos, including any of the videos that I will be creating in the business continuity area. Still so much to cover under the business continuity area, so it would be useful if you subscribe to my channel. So let me give you 5 seconds. Please go ahead and quickly subscribe to the channel right away. So guys, I hope you must have subscribed by now. If yes, yeah, then it's good. And also guys, please post in your feedback, comments and suggestions to us. We eagerly wait for your comments and would love to read the same. And if you have a good network of friends, please ask them to subscribe to my channel in case they are working in SQL Server domain, or if they are working in data science domain. Please ask your friends to subscribe to my channel. You can also share my videos with them via the share button that comes below each and every video. You can share my videos with them over any of the social media platforms. Guys, thank you so much for your time today on this video, and you have a wonderful day ahead. Thank you.